Good evening. Thank you, Akash ji. Right. Any question? These are like different interpretations of Saraswati. We can interpret as we like. Okay. Um so Saturn is always giving the result. Okay. Saraswati, Saturn return, Dhaiya and all, they are all important. Just that Saraswati's impact is more for few reasons. First of all, the time period, 7.5 years continuously. Second is Saturn going over Moon. Okay, within that 7.5 year, 2.5 year is about transiting over Moon, so that plays the role. Third thing is our negligence. We are negligent people. We try to ignore things, ignore indications and omens. So this is why Sadasati impacts us more. If we are proactive, we can handle the same situation in a proactive way. I'm going through third phase of Sadasati. All the best. You may feel that the lack of money kind of thing, lack of resources. It is going second from the moon. Okay, so you may have this feeling that the money factor is less. Feeling. I'm not saying that you may have lack of resources. The feeling will be there that resources are less. I need to be careful about the money matters and all. That is why. Is Saturn Rahu conjunction always challenging? Yes, I have it in my 10th house. It is always challenging if you are unaware of it, how to handle it. Okay. If you become aware, understand there can be a active guidance and there can be a passive guidance. Malefic planets guidance is like passive guidance. Okay, they tell us that where we should not be. Okay, benefic planet guidance is where we should be. Okay, where we should go. Malefic planet tells us that where we should not be going. Saturn Rahu together very minimum results of the house where it is falling. Okay, almost negligible, almost null. So Saturn Rahu together indicate that ideally don't come this side. Don't deal with this area of life. It is not meant for you. Deal with other areas of life. Okay. That is what Saturn Rahu conjunction tells us, or Saturn Ketu conjunction also. But obviously, we are not going to listen. Saturn in Aries and Saturn in Scorpio, difference in effect. They both are difficult. Like Saturn in Aries, like dignity wise, it is weakest. So maybe like more a little more difficult, but they both are difficult. Saturn is difficult. Anyway, Saturn is difficult. Okay. Good evening, Alankrita ji. Hi Ananya, how are you? For Cancer ascendants, Rahu will soon be in 8th house, Ketu in the 2nd house, Jupiter in the 12th house. Financially doesn't seem a great year, right? Okay. Ketu in the 2nd house is like letting go of money and all. Jupiter in the 12th house plus Rahu's aspect on 12th house shows expenses rising, expanding. So they need to be careful about money matters, about their savings. Do planets in trine support each other? If they are good in dignity wise and they are like impacting each other, like let's say Jupiter is aspecting Moon and Jupiter is also good in dignity, Moon is also good in dignity and all, then they can support. Okay. But just because there are some planets in transit, they may be supporting on some things which we may not like. Okay. And this is also something like Saturn Ketu in trine. Okay. Now they can be supportive. Okay, Saturn Ketu energy can be supportive for spiritual matters, but how many of us are interested in spirituality? We are more interested in materialistic gains. So this is where like a difficulty can be there. Atmakarka Mercury in Capricorn Dhanishta shows what kind of personality or life lesson. Atmakarka is your destination in life. Maybe this person needs to gain authority, recognition in business setup, and that business can be in matters of finance, wealth, assets, and all. Okay, so anything related with that, because Dhanishta represents all these kind of things. I don't think Atmakarka represents personality. It is like your destination in life. Rahu Mahadasha, Rahu in 4th, Gemini ascendant, aspecting with 9th in the 12th house, Venus Mars can give bad results. How you deal with this energy, results are dependent on that. Rahu in the fourth house Virgo. Now that means Ketu is in the 10th house. 10th house is job setup and Ketu is separation. Now if this person is going to work in the job setup, he will be feeling frustrated and he will feel that Rahu Mahadasha is not giving great result. He is not realizing that he is doing a mistake, okay, by doing a job setup work. Okay, so that is what Rahu in the fourth house Virgo means work from your home, your own private office, then you will get the best of the result. Okay, so no planet is inherently good or no planet is inherently bad. How we utilize the planetary energy, that decides. When someone has ascendant in 8th house, what is the motto of life? Person needs to be receptive towards the changes in life. Okay, person needs to learn that life is going to remain inconsistent, unstable, and I should be receptive towards changes happening in my life. If this person is resisting towards changes, they are inviting trouble for themselves. If they are receptive towards changes, they can handle it easily. How do the three Gandanta points differ from each other? There is a separate video on Gandanta, couple of videos actually in the like playlist you will find it. Just search for Astro Saxena Gandanta, you will get it. Detailed explanation of all the Gandanta points. I have Saturn Jupiter in 12th. I live in imagination. Okay, and I understand people intent easily. After seeing their intentions, I don't want to take birth. It's pain. Is this due to this conjunction? I didn't get you. That imagination can bring lots of positive thing. Also, creativity is also imagination. You can utilize the same imagination in creative work. Okay, why you are so much interested in people and how they are behaving and all? Okay, uh, people are there to teach us some lessons and we are here to learn some lessons. Okay, so learn that lesson and move forward, that's it. Okay. So anyways, it is not for you to decide whether you want to take birth or not. If existence feels that and rebirth is necessary, it will give you. It is not, it should never be your concern. Why we are so much concerned about everything? Okay. So I don't think this is due to this conjunction. This is due to your own thinking. Change your way of thinking. It can be better. What does Dharakaraka represent? Your approach to relationship or what you are supposed to evolve and be like in relationship. It is the kind of partner you may attract in relationship. Dharakaraka and seventh lord. Okay, seventh lord is also the person. Dharakaraka is also the person. Some of the traits and characteristics of your partner can be seen from Dharakaraka. Niri, I am fine, thank you. How are you? Okay, is it true that second house, Guru Ketu Kundali, should not be predicted? No, everything should be predicted. Okay. Uh, Everyone should have benefits of predictions and counseling so that they should not be able to make any excuse that no one guided me properly. Otherwise, I would have done this or that. Okay. Tell everything. Everything should be predicted. What is your advice for 6 planetary placement in Pisces 5th house transiting my 5 natal planets? It is like a rebirth for you. It is like you are going through a major transformation, maybe in your career matters because it is 8th from the 10th. So it may, in matters of career work, you can be going through a rebirth kind of scenario. So Advice is just be receptive towards this rebirth. Do you think our free will is also destined through the chart? This is the excuse we seek as human being. That what I can do, even my free will is destined through chart. No, it is not. It is always free will. Okay. For me, it is always free will. It is never a destiny. Destiny is a different concept altogether, which is like spoiled. It is a concept of surrender. Destiny is a concept of surrender, but it is utilized by the laziest people in the world who don't want to do anything. I have Sun Mars in Magha 4th house, Saturn transited my 10th house, and I became frequently sick. Could this transit be the reason? Why we cannot accept that our unawareness can be the reason, that we are not aware of how to handle a particular transit? Why we are so much into this thing that okay, planets are doing that thing. Saturn also represents your proactive approach. Saturn also represents perseverance. So, were you proactive? What were you aware about your health issues and took proactive measures? Work hard for you keeping a good health and all. If not, then that don't blame that planet for it. We need to take responsibility on ourselves. We need to learn how to take responsibility on ourselves rather than saying this planet is responsible or that planet is responsible. Okay, then even a serial killer can say that my planet replacement are responsible. I am supposed to kill people. Why Mercury Venus considered good? Eighth from the moon. Mercury Venus are good friends. It is like very skillful planets. A skillful person, creative person, lots of creative interest, hobbies and all. That is what. Rebirth and just be receptive. Mercury Venus is also very good for financial nature of business, so there also results can come. Five planets transit over Ketu in Pisces ascendant. I have already made all these videos and articles and all. Okay, what else I can do? Okay, go and check those articles and videos. All the like on the website there is a articles on stellium, or there are like videos on stellium which I have made already. Just check them. You will get detailed information in this one. In this session in 1 minute I cannot tell much. In that you have full video of 1 hour. Okay. Five planet transiting over Ketu in Pisces ascendant. So this is like it is a transit of major change in life path. Again, be receptive towards the right life path, your life path. If there is a change coming, just be receptive and try to be more spiritual in this time period. Try to be ready to let go. If you are in a situation where you have to let go, okay, so that will be much better. Is it true if there is a connection like conjunction between the 5th, 8th, 12th Lord house during transit, there will be change, loss of job? It can be. Okay. There can be new opportunities coming, not necessarily loss of job, it is like new opportunity coming. Sun, Mars, Ketu, Saturn together in 7th house. Any advice? No advice. Okay, you know it very well. Okay, person should not come towards relationship and all. This is like committed relationship. He can have like affairs and all, dating and all. That is fifth house, but committed relationship, marriage is not his cup of tea. In my chart, Cancer Lagna, the Saturn Moon conjunction is there in the sixth house, aspected by Saturn and Jupiter in the 12th house. Can you suggest any remedy? Also, what is effect of Vargottama Saturn? Remedy is there, meditation. Okay, do meditation. Saturn Moon together in the sixth house is like it can bring like depression, anxiety, other mental health issues. So meditation is there. Person should be in meditation, yoga, or other spiritual pursuits. If you follow a guru and all, following his advice is like much better. Okay, and try to be aware of your health. Okay, try to be like, okay, what kind of health issues generally happen to me and how I can and deal with them in a proactive way. That will help you in mitigating the circumstances. Vargottama planet, any planet Vargottama is like the same results will continue. If you are getting good results of the planet which is Vargottama in your early life, those good results will continue in later life. If you are getting difficult results of that planet from your early life, those difficult results will continue. That is Vargottama. If none of the planet in Kundali is strong degree wise, which I think should be impossible, at least one has to be strong, then it is a kundali of non-human animals, or no, it is possible. Pablo Picasso, all debilitated planets. Just search for Pablo Picasso chart. He had all like majority of planets in his chart are either debilitated or in enemy sign. I don't think there is any planet in good sign, good dignity. Okay, and as I understand, he was human being. I'm not looking at people's chart. Rahu's sixth house dasha will be bad for health and marriage. If you are unaware and if you are not taking any proactive measures, proactive actions, then it can be bad. But if you are aware of your health issues, you are proactive in dealing with the health issues, then you can handle it in a better way. Also, Saturn is in Uttara Ashada and Sun is in Uttar Bhadrapada. Saturn Sun uh, exchange. It is Nakshatra exchange. Nothing. It is like the same thing as I understand, as I like mentioned, that just try to be more aware of your health issues and try to resolve them. Like and about your conflicts also. Try to avoid conflicts as much as possible, otherwise they can turn into like very long term conflicts. Ego clashes, Saturn Sun energy exchange. Do you think Gemini ascendant people are like children? Is it due to immature nature of Mercury, but Gemini people are bound to be do work which they don't want? Life flow control them strongly. Not only Gemini ascendant, wherever Gemini falls into our chart, it is like we are very playful in that area of life. We are very like immature, childish in that area of life. Okay, wherever like Gemini falls. So for any ascendant, okay, for them it is like first house, so it is overall life. Okay, so Gemini is the sign of playfulness or youthfulness, so then this happens. Guru retrograde 3 degree Dharakarka. How is it for Sagittarius ascendant? Look for a wise person in your relationship matters. Okay, wise, knowledgeable, learned, highly educated, all the guru kind of qualities. Person who can guide you, that type of person. What will be the effect if Rahu is there with an exalted planet? Rahu and Ketu give the best result when they are with exalted planets. Okay. Now it depends on what is the planet. If Rahu is with exalted Saturn, obviously it is not very good. But if Rahu is with exalted Venus, then it can be very good for finance, creativity, and all. What to expect when Saturn returns to Pisces for a Leo Lagna? And that has Saturn and Ketu in 8th house of the birth chart. Just be extra careful for your health, especially while driving, because it is 8th house of accidents, injuries, and all. So just be extra careful there. Try to be more realistic in life, especially in the relationship matters. Try to be like more spiritual also when Saturn is going over Saturn in Pisces and Ketu in Pisces. Right. Moon combust in Scorpio and Vishakha as Dharakarka. Moon combust in Scorpio in Vishakha as Dharakarka. It is like a person is looking for a very nurturing person, a nurturing and caring person, someone who can nourish them like a mother. Stationary planet. Okay, understand it like this. So, like right now, Venus is in Pisces. So Venus entered into Pisces. So Venus just entered here. Okay, it is going there, and then it is supposed to go retrograde. So its speed starts getting slow, and then it turns. When it takes the turn, there will be a moment when it gets when it is just stop at one point, when it is not moving here and there. It is just like you are going in a car or a two-wheeler and you take a U-turn. There comes a time when your vehicle is completely stopped at one place. That is stationary. A planet which is not moving anywhere at that particular time. And if the like a child takes birth during that moment, that child will have that planet as a stationary. So it can be stationary retrograde and stationary direct again. When Venus again moves direct from retrograde, it will again get stationed at one place. What is prarabdha karma? How do we see it in a chart? I don't know, sir, about these karma and all. Take care of whatever is here in your hand. Forget about prarabdha and whatever is going to happen in future. Somehow we are very much concerned about what happened in the earlier life, what will happen in the future life. We are not concerned about what can happen here. Saturn transit should be seen from Lagna or Moon. There is video from both. If you want to see the event, look from the Lagna. If you want to see how your mind is going to react to that transit, how your mind will feel about it, look from the Moon. In my chart, Mercury, Venus are in 4th in normal chart, but they move into 5th house in the Chalit chart. If I have to analyze which one is better placement overall for education, I prefer D1 chart, birth chart. Okay, I don't prefer all these like Lagna chart, Bhavchalit chart or divisional charts and all. doesn't mean that they don't work. I'm just saying I don't prefer. Okay, it is not part of my tricks and techniques. Rahu Ketu at 0 degree, does it give a strong result? Every planet is giving strong results. These degrees are decided by human beings, not by the planets. So don't worry, every planet is giving great results. Uh, is Guru and Ketu in ninth house for Gemini ascendant is good. If you are doing something related with Guru, if you are doing something related with Ketu, and if you are doing something related with ninth house, it is good. If you are not doing anything, then it is bad. That's it. Guru and ninth house is all about higher education, knowledge, and Ketu is about research. If you are into research oriented knowledge and guiding and counseling people through research oriented knowledge, it is very good. If you are not doing anything related with that, the same placement you will feel that it is very bad, because somehow it is difficult for human being to accept that we are doing something wrong. Planets are wrong. We are absolutely correct. Do you use Nimitt for prediction? Can you please tell something about it? What is Nimitt? I didn't get it. So, like, short answer is that no. I heard it for the first time. That means like I never used it. If you can explain little bit, I will be able to help. Imagine if an astrologer predicts his friend's death date and he came to know he or she will die in 4 years. Will it be astrologer responsibility to save him, or he or she don't tell to spoil his mind? It depends on the situation. Okay. Uh, like there are situations where you have to tell, and there are situations where you have to hide. Okay. It depends on the art of counseling. How like wise you are in utilizing art of counseling. I have been in situations where I have to like during health consultations, okay, where I saw that person may not survive, still I have to give the hope, okay, and there are situations where I have to tell strictly that okay, it is over now, you are unnecessarily clinging on to the person, increasing your pain and increasing that person's pain on the deathbed, so let him go. Okay, so it depends on the situation. We cannot be like so specific about it. In what circumstances does a debilitated planet in birth chart gives good results? When you put efforts to it. Okay, like Venus is in Virgo, put effort on your creativity, work hard on your creativity, and you will get good results. Pablo Picasso again, Venus in Virgo. Ram Das, Moon in Scorpio, psychologist. Ram Das, Mars in Cancer, debilitated, spiritual guru. Helen Keller, Mars in Cancer, Saturn in Aries, debilitated, academician. Okay, but we have to work hard, right? That is it. Any remedy for Ketu in Lagna, because I don't have recognition in society and not married at the age of 34? For me, you are only going to get one remedy, that is meditation. Okay, if you are looking for remedy, then you are wasting your time. You ask any question, I will say the same thing. Meditate. Okay, that's it. So, like, I don't have any remedy. Forget about remedy from my side. So if you are an extrovert person, then do yoga, and if you are an introvert person, then do meditation. Okay, and read my views on marriage and astrology. Nimitta means something which is happening in nature at the time you see the chart. Like if you open a chart, some event you see and predict from it. Omens and indications. So like I like if rarely it happens. Like it has happened like few times when some events had happened just when I started looking at the charts, and those events were like indicating towards something, so it had happened, but it is very rare circumstance. Okay, but yeah, like if someone is aware, someone is into like conscious mode, these omens and indications, these nimitz can be like very helpful in consultation. I agree. Right. Saturn transit in fourth house from Lagna and eighth house from the moon. Saturn from Sagittarius for Sagittarius ascendant will Dhaya give result of both fourth and eighth Dhaya. It is eighth Dhaya, right? Eighth from the moon, so mind will feel lots of changes happening. Mind will always be like in the fear for all these days when like moon is going sorry Saturn is going eighth from the moon. Throughout this transit, mind will be fearful that some changes, some major changes are coming up. Mm. Saturn transit in fourth house is like reality check at home, in home related matters related with mother and all. Thanks for coming live and getting my doubts cleared. You're welcome. Fatehjeet, how are you? Long time no see. Thank you. How are you doing? I'm fine, thank you. Uh, right. Why Pisces called dual behavior? It is dual sign. All the like dual sign Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. They are dual signs, so it is like dual sign energy. All these signs are dual. They have dual energy. Oh, I am not a savior and all. I am just having my own ego trip, enjoying. I have Purvabhadra Nakshatra. I feel I am an extremist. Is it due to this? I don't know. Extremist in the sense, the sign exchange between planets can cancel the habitation of planet. That is Parivartan Yoga. Neech Bhang Raj Yoga is another thing. These are two different yogas. Neech Bhang Raj Yoga cancels the debilitation, but Parivartan Yoga doesn't cancel the debilitation. But it can be like providing some strength. Rahu Venus in 12th house for Aquarius ascendant. Good gains from creativity and imaginative work. Okay, if a person is involved in that kind of work, but as it is in Capricorn sign ruled by Saturn, efforts are necessary. So results can come, but after delay, hard work and perseverance. Saturn and rules. Rahu Venus can make someone gain from foreign lands also, so there is a possibility for that. When can Mars give good results again during transit for Leo Lagna? When it enters into Leo. Right now, just be happy and sail through. As Mars is in like Gemini and Cancer, don't expect much. I got stitches on my chin and then I saw my dashas, Saturn, Jupiter. Does Pratyanta Dasha has influence? I know this is a stupid question. I could control my fall. Right. Everything has its own result. Everything gets in addition. So Pratyanta can also, especially when the Mahadasha is of Saturn, so Saturn's Pratyanta will also give the result. Why not? Okay. So, and the main thing is what you said in the end is that you need to be aware, you need to be proactive. Rather than blaming on planets, we need to understand how to be more proactive, more aware, and dealing with the situation in a better way. Right, Saturn, Mercury in 11th for Aquarius ascendant and Moon in ascendant effects on a person in Saturn Mahadasha. Saturn Mahadasha is all about like working hard and like persevering with your work. It is in 11th house, that is serving humanity, entrepreneurship. Try to be an entrepreneur and work hard in that area of life, then you will get the best of the result. How do we know if a Mahadasha or Pratyanta Dasha be favorable or bad for a person? If you are aware of the Dasha working as per the Dasha planet, it is good. If you are not working as per the planet, it is difficult. That is it. Okay. Again, no planet, no Dasha, no chart is inherently good or inherently bad. All depends on your efforts. Okay. People with exalted planets have committed crimes, and people with debilitated planets have become legends in their field. Moon and Mercury in Scorpio and Mars in Cancer for Taurus ascendant. Moon Dasha troubles. I just started it. Thank you for sharing your time and knowledge. Get into any research oriented work, possibly work where you can nourish and heal people, counsel and consult people. It will be a better Dasha. Okay, that's it. What should be done in Mars Mahadasha? Mars is exalted. Wherever Mars is placed, get involved into activities related with that house. Plus, Mars is like uh, Mars is like actions, efforts, and it is in Capricorn sign. It is like perseverance. So whatever actions, efforts you take, persevere with that action. Don't leave it in between. Then you will get the best of the result. Persevere in one direction. Don't change your field time and again. Okay. You said about malefics indicating directions to avoid. In my chart of Gemini, as Rahu is in the ninth house and Saturn is in the border of 11th, 12th house, uh, what they are trying to prevent me from? They are creating Pap Kartari Yoga for you. Okay, Gemini ascendant means Rahu is in the ninth house Aquarius and Saturn is in Aries in the like this 11th house. So this is creating Papkartri Yoga, hamming of your 10th house of job oriented career. So avoid getting into job oriented career. That means get into business oriented career. Okay, that is it. I have considered doing consultation. It's your wish, no issues. Take consultation from astrologer of your choice. Any article on what to do, job or business? There are many articles on the website. Just check. As per the profession, also, which particular profession one should follow. Just explore the site little bit. I never used oil on my feet, but in Saraswati my feet got too dry and my body became dry. Then I had to use oil, plus I eat ghee every day. Problem solved. So planets teaches you if you are aware. Right. We can say so. Sun Venus in Capricorn. Saturn moon in Leo, Mars in Cancer, all in enemy sign. What to predict for Sagittarius ascendant? Okay. Saturn moon in Leo is like the money is coming from higher education, second and the third lord. Okay, person should get into their own work of guiding and counseling people. It is ninth house, and there they will get the best results in their life. Mars in Cancer means just try to be extra careful when traveling, driving, and try to nourish people, counsel people, take care of people through your actions and efforts. Any work of like occult, hidden matters, or psychology can also help you. Sun Venus in Capricorn means authority, recognition, and money is coming after hard work and perseverance. Okay. Enemy sign or debilitated sign doesn't mean that person will not get any result or planet will not give any result. They are working in a particular direction. Okay. If you put efforts in that direction, you will get the result. That's it. I've been reading your article since last 5 years. Great contribution by you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I think we are done. Still 5 minutes. If someone wants to ask something, they can ask. Sun, Venus, Ketu in Cancer for Leo Lagna. What to expect? Foreign settlement, ascendant Lord going into the 12th house. Money and recognition is coming from foreign lands, or maybe in the like professions like healthcare, because it is 12th house of hospitals and Cancer sign of nourishing people and all. So that can bring like gains. Mm, Ketu can bring difficulties in relationship matters, but uh, like much better results in spirituality. Do you think intelligence is asuric tendency? Nothing is asuric, everything is divine. Whatever is happening in the world is done by existence, is allowed by existence. So if universe is allowing something, it has to be have some reason. When we cannot find the reason, we feel that this is good or this is bad. or this is ugly, this should not happen. Okay, so our yeah, inability to understand something becomes asuric. Mercury in fourth house retrograde for Gemini ascendant. Great for analytical nature of work, great for any home based business. That is it. Okay, thank you. Let's meet next week. Thanks for joining.